All right. Had a couple difficulties trying to bring this back to life.
Yeah, we're trying to beat the life back into it. We're gonna get there. Um, some of our components done more or less changed out, and we got to get back up to speed with it. So we will be brief, but it will be full of knowledge. Our intentions are first and foremost getting people on task for 2025. So
Well, I thought we was going with just talking about whatever's in the news instead of having it be a educational. We want to
no,
try, yeah. We
cause
don't want to
like
get them on task. We just
nah.
want to talk about subjects.
Well, we're gonna do a lot of spinoffs. You're gonna say something, and then I'm gonna like reply. It may not be what you want to hear,
I'm going to
but
dispute you as
but that's
always.
what you're gonna do
Yeah.
anyway. But it's a lot of nuggets into it. But go ahead.
So again,
Again,
are we going to make this an educational show, or are we going to just have discussions? I think we want to have discussions.
let's do
So
it.
we're ironing this out right on live,
Right
right
on live
on.
TV.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about stuff. I want to keep it real, authentic. People know us from always being education and trying to teach people this and teach people that. So what we want to do now, and we will be coming to you live with video. We had a big storm. Well, we all had a storm, and
Oh man,
we're trying
don't
to,
talk about that storm.
yeah, we're trying to iron out these uh, technical difficulties. But audio is working fine, so we decided to not keep our word with debuting on January 1st, 2025. And what's new? Well, we got a whole bunch of stuff that we need to talk about. Uh, I want to talk about some things that 60-year-olds are dealing with when we turn the corner to retirement. Those of you who are fortunate enough and blessed enough to be able to collect your Social Security and your pension and still live a comfortable life. Those kinds of subjects. We're going to talk about what's in the news. Like we know what's about to happen in 20 days. We're going to be talking about that, keeping it real. And most important, we want you to call us.
So we're gonna have plenty of topics.
Yeah, well, you could call and get on the air with us and discuss what you think. Just tell us what your opinions are and how you feel about certain subjects. Also, want to talk about the shows, like the Triple Eight. Was it the Triple Eight? Yeah, it was the Triple Eight. The show we watched with the army, the Black Army women.
Yeah.
I think it was the six Tyler Perry's
Triple sixes or something.
Yeah, we're talking about things like that. We also want to talk about the 688. We also want to talk about like some of the shows that we watch that are ongoing, like Power series is almost over. So that would have been real interesting. But
yeah, it sounds like when you are like talking, you don't bit off a lot. Where we gonna start from? Because it's so
well,
much out
today we're
there.
just giving them a little introduction because we're
All
not
right.
going to stay on there too long. Everybody's tired. We were out late last night too. Um,
Champagne.
I don't think, yeah, I
Living
think,
the champagne life.
well, I don't know about champagne life.
But go ahead.
We used to live the champagne life where you can have more than one drink.
Oh man.
Now this is I guess the 60-year-old champagne life. But we just want to talk about a lot of different things that are not trying to educate people, just like a talk show,
Yeah,
an
there's
e-show,
yeah, just like
e-talk show.
hopefully like you pick up a couple of nuggets here and there, you know, because like just like you said, I want to start here with this retirement. A lot of people were saying, "Oh man, once you retire, it's gonna be a golden gate that's opening." But it's just the opposite. The same way, I guess you might say, high school. You finishing up high school, and like you said, man, I'm throwing these 7 books away. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And like from that point on in high school, I've been reading and reading and reading, reading. So it's like, I mean, all that we say, or all although other people say that it is, it might not be it for you.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other things that come with retirement, not just trying to figure out what your pension money is going to be or what your social security amount is going to be, but also, how to stay healthy. And that's like, that becomes your goal. That becomes your real money.
I think that goes right up to the front as far as primary or one of the primaries, like getting your health together, because that's what people do when they retire. They go to the doctor, they get like a checkup, so, check your like check your dipstick, see where you are, get your barometer, where you have to go, because like a lot of people who have already been traveling already, like say for instance they already been traveling already, they already know that they got to keep the vaccinations up, the vaccine, all that up, so that you can continue on doing what you're doing. So when I say turning the page, you still got to read that page, even though you're turning the page. As far as like the retirement goes, you're turning the page into retirement, and it's not about self.
No, it ain't a page, it's a book. You gotta be
You
you gotta know all kinds of
talking about a
things.
encyclopedia there, huh?
Yeah, you gotta know a lot.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Your health thing, you gotta know about your doctors and what your insurance will and won't pay for.
Yeah.
They got co-payments now. They used to be $5 and $10. Now they 40 and $50 and $100. You just gotta,
Just to
like,
see the doctor.
it's a plan of action. But also what I wanted to discuss in our first, we just throwing it out there. We're not trying to be too scripted. We just want to have a free format to be able to speak about subjects. Um, we can also play commercials during our live broadcast. And if Rick is very good at Canva. So if you want to get a commercial in, advertise your business or an event that you're doing, I'll give you a little example of what we can create. Here's one. Oh, actually, I don't know
I don't
if
think
the
you can switch
video
it,
the
can you?
video won't come on,
Yeah.
but the music will. Yeah. Now that's the kind of sounds we can recreate along with the video. Uh, oh yeah, it did come on. All right, cool.
Okay.
We want to delay watching, so that's one of the commercials. Um, so we can bring on the video. We can actually upload even a PowerPoint presentation. This thing is so cool. We're using StreamYard, which is what we always used, and like I said, it can we could do some commercials. This is so any kind of commercial that you want or advertisement, let us know. You could call us at our regular number 609-484-9356, or you could go to our website at tbyrdlive.com. And there's a place there where you can actually fill out a form to be on the show, etc. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. And what kind of topics you want to discuss, Rick?
Well, I want to talk about the like since I've been what semi-retired or retired, whatever you want to call it. I've been doing a lot of reading, and like which like I'm reading now, like the Rings of Life, and I'm just like, well, let's share like this. Everybody goes to, everybody has a rings of life, whether they want to indulge or not indulge. I'm just gonna give you, 5 or 6 of them. First, when you do anything in life, it's an intention to do it. Whereas like a lot of people have what, like their 2025 goals they got to do. That's an intention. And like going to the gym, I want to go to the gym. Okay, I'm gonna start off 2025 going to the gym. So that's where we're going to go now. And then you want that intention to become a behavior. Like, okay, I want to go every day. Now a lot of people stop there, but let's move on. What I mean, you don't want it becomes a behavior, but like you wanted to, what do you want it to do? You want to go every day, every other day, or whatever your schedule is, and then it becomes a habit. You want it to become a habit then, once you do it so many times. Now, this is goes within the cycle of like 28 days. If you can master your first 28 days, you you got a chance. We're getting back to the habit. Okay, so now I'm in sync. Okay, so let's go with the in sync. Now, guess what? The habit becomes. Then it becomes a practice. You're practicing it. You're doing your legs. You're doing your arms. You're doing, uh, a lot of. Like you are really utilizing like the gym. And then your practice becomes what? After you do it so many times, it becomes second nature. You do it all the time. You look to get up. You can't wait to get up and put on your gym jocks or whatever you do and go straight to the gym. And then once that becomes uh, your second nature, then simply who you are. And like uh, um, a lot of I I want to say like political people talking about it's not who we are. No, who you are, uh, comes with those rings of habits, practices, and behaviors that you do. So, throw that little nonsense out the window that they're trying to want us, twist or turn your mind. It is you, because why? Because you're doing it. And like I can get into like more or less some deep stuff. If you hang with me, I can like more or less, you know, give you a little bit more intel about that. But like that's my first intentions, because you got to take care of self first. Just like you said,
Well, I
with
want
the
to talk
health.
about like some gossipy
Oh, you
topics.
want to talk
Yeah,
about
I
some
don't want to. I
gossips?
want to get away from like teaching people because
Well, it's not
I mean,
teaching.
you
It's like
could do it.
relating. All I'm doing is just
It's
relating.
relating. So you could teach. You
Yeah.
could do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna do uh controversial stuff. I want to hear from people. I want you to call
Oh,
us, and
really?
so we
You
could,
sure you want to hear controversial?
I do. I do.
Mm.
I I definitely do. I want to talk about things that
Okay.
are about to happen come 2025. Prices of gas are well, no, the prices of gas have come down. Uh,
That's a sucker move.
the
I
food.
mean,
Well, let's see. The price.
I
I
mean,
think
like that's a move to give it everybody in sync
they're saying it's under
for
three
another
dollars and
for now.
a gallon now.
285. It's
But
still
it's
it's
still
still up there.
ridiculous.
It's still up there.
The price of groceries is ridiculous, and a certain person is saying, now that before they even got into the office, that they were going to um,
Automatically bring down
automatically deduct
prices.
everything. The war was going to stop. We're going to get all this instantaneous stuff. And I have to say, some things, I kind of think need to go faster. Um,
Okay.
and part of that is these food prices. These food prices are ridiculous. You go in the store and you spend $40 and you walk out with two items. It's just unbelievable. It's unheard of. And for young people, they don't really get it because they didn't know, they don't have the knowledge that we had back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. And of course, things are going to go up and they're going to be, increasing in the prices. But I think that the way that this whole economy has changed and taken a dive is just totally insane, and we're never going to recover from it. They're never. Just imagine any business that's making 200% profit. Now they're going to be told by the new presidency, "Oh, you can't make that no more. You got to go back to making 50% profit, which was the standard before. Remember, we were in business. We made if we bought something for $50, we tried to sell it for 100. If it didn't sell, then you went down to 75, or you maybe even went down to like 65. But the common goal amongst businesses was to make a 50% profit. Whatever it cost you to make or provide, you made a 50%. Now the going rate is 200%. So these people are making off the chain profit margins, and it's costing the consumer. And don't get me started on how we now have to go into the supermarket and every other store, and we got to do the job of the sales clerk. We were in Sam's Club the other
Oh
day,
boy.
and one price said one thing. We get to the counter, and it rings up another. So I call. Of course, I'm in the self check aisle, and the lady says, you gotta go back and take a picture of the item and bring it back. We're not allowed to go back to the, leave the counter and go back and check a price. So now I'm checking the price. I'm putting the stuff up. I'm actually putting it up. We always put it up on the counter, right? But now I gotta put it in a bag. I gotta do all this stuff.
Buy the bag.
Buy the
Get the
bag.
product
That's
out.
killing me. That part there is just insane because legislation didn't say that they had to charge us. They just said that they had to stop making the bags and that they could charge us.
Right.
But they act like we have to charge us for bags.
Because if you look like where we live, some counties charge and some counties don't. They got it categorized
It's optional.
in that county.
Yeah, it's optional.
It's an optional.
It's not standard.
What is it? It's about the money grab. And getting back to what you were saying, yeah, it's also if this guy here sticks to his word, I'm with it all the way. But
we know it ain't gonna happen.
Even though sometimes like he's speaking in tongues, and he's not going to apologize for it because he can say, well, no, I said this, but I meant that. So now we're still up the river without a paddle. So if he defines his words and like provide us the common Joe of what we need, that's what I don't understand.
Well, let's hope it happens. Let's really hope it happens.
They don't know to what level we are, but yet still they're gonna make laws and bylaws to more or less govern us.
So we're gonna be talking about things like that. We would love you to join us.
We would love you to.
We wanted to make sure that we did our debut of coming back on New Year's Day, just to let you know we were committed. We did start a little bit late, but we will definitely have everything in order for what is it, January 8th, I believe, next Wednesday. Yeah, January 8th at 7 p.m. We're going to be coming to you live on Facebook at the TByrd Live eShow Facebook page, and we're also going to be on our YouTube channel, which is the TByrd Center. And let me just put that in the link so people know where they can find us.
Okay.
And we're going to be advertising all the way live, so it'll definitely be you'll be able to find us. We're also working on being on we did a workshop yesterday that showed us how to get on the podcast channels. So once we get on one, they put you on all of them. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to try to grow the show.
Right now, if you're doing anything, you must be accompanied with a podcast.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Whatever you're doing, forget the website thing. You got to be doing a podcast. Now. Yeah, the podcast is, not necessarily a money grab because you got to get out there and you got to be heard and seen, but it also, you want to create content. So we want to create content. We want the content to be relative, authentic, relevant.
Because they're always rewriting the rule book, and you got to stay up on it, young or old, because they're constantly rewriting it as we speak. And what we're still trying to do is bring light to the community in which we live. That's all. We ain't trying to buy nothing.
Yeah, we want to talk about some of the controversial stuff like P. Daddy and Sean Carter. What's his name? Jay-Z. Yeah,
I have no idea.
Jay-Z, Sean Carter. No, I want to talk about that kind of stuff.
They got too much going on.
I want to talk about all kinds of stuff. I want to keep it cool, and I want to also keep it authentic.
Right, you want to keep it spicy, huh?
Yeah, like just talk. I mean, we want people to have a voice, and we started out small with the TByrd Center or TByrd Computers, in fact, and it's grown into big deal. And we want to do the same thing with our podcast, like we did when we first started on the what was it, Samus Communications. We used to go down there to the little studio and be on there live, and we used to carry a big old computers, keyboard and monitor and
And them
CPU,
things
just so
weren't
we could hook up and show you demos
those
and
things weren't
stuff like that.
weren't light either.
And talk about good stuff. Like I'm looking right now, I see cheap flights to Africa, $475.
Mm.
So stuff like I just want to be diverse with all of our topics. So spread the word, let people know. We're definitely going to tell you what's going on with with the TByrd Center when it comes to classes and building your net worth, your value, knowing your value and your worth, and building yourself into another level. We've actually been doing it for a long time, so we got a lot of great advice that we could give you, so that not only will you be able to do your thing, but you have somebody that is there to mentor you and give you assistance and help you with any questions that you have. Because we still got that in our blood, but we want to still kind of pivot, as they call it, to an area where we haven't gone before. And quite frankly, I used to be nervous about doing it because I didn't want my opinions to affect the business. But one of the things you find out when you get older is that you become very, very strong in your opinions, and you just don't care what people think about your opinions.
Absolutely.
So that's where I'm at
Because
right
like
now.
right now, I'm like saying, and it might be kind of harsh, but like I'm 65 years of age, and I'm not really looking for no new friends. I got enough friends because like friends can like more or less break you down. You know what I mean? If they're not a true friend, and I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? Just like now, you know, I just feel in a different mindset. I don't
Well,
know
we
if I
sure
should
had
say that or
fun
not.
yesterday with our friends.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm talking about true friends, real
yeah,
friends.
yeah. People that look out for you.
Yeah.
So, all right. We're.
Where are we at now? What time is it
I
now?
just wanted to do like a quick intro on today to let people know what we're
Oh, you just
planning.
want to play the music. You just want to play the theme music.
No, I wanted to let them know what we were planning on doing for the show, so that they could tune in and it could, start a little buzz, and people could find out, what really I really want to do is have people join the show as guests and call
Mm-hmm.
in and make their comments, and just really integrate the listening audience into our program as well. So I don't want it to be just us talking about how we feel. We want to hear from people that are listening and put them on, on our spot. Let them say what they got to say, and see where it takes us.
That's all.
We got a lot of knowledge and wisdom that we want to share, and a lot of opinions. Some people might say it's opinionated, but everybody's opinionated to
That's
some
right.
degree.
What I do know, we're gonna be laying down the groundwork. First of all, you gotta understand. You gotta learn the rules of the game and pay close attention because the rules change every time.
The rules of the game of life. So I can't wait to start talking about some of the stuff and tell people how I really feel about that Jay-Z and Beyonce saga
There you go
and
with that.
Pete Diddy and the fit what is whatever I feel like talking about. I just want to just be real and
All
authentic.
right.
So all right, we're gonna sign off, and we will see you live with the video next Wednesday, January 8th at 7 p.m. live on our YouTube channel, which is the TByrd Center, and we're also going to be on TByrd Live. I think I might create a YouTube channel, TByrd Live, to make it easier to find us. Because
Well, it's still gonna come down to the
the
same
TByrd
thing, right?
Center, well, no, it's a
It's
separate
still a
channel. It'll be
thing
a
thing.
separate channel.
All right.
Because the TByrd Live is where we put all of our recordings of educational things. And
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
that's
want
true.
to, yeah, I want to keep it separate.
Keep it separate, right?
This is
All
TByrd
right, I
Live,
agree.
so
Sounds
all
good to
right.
me.
And we might be able to set up a new channel for podcasts, which may be a little different than the one we have right now. So we'll check that out.
Yeah,
And
man. I
it's
can't
got us
wait.
on there live
I
right
can't
now.
wait.
But well, we might leave it there. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. Our YouTube channel is we got a period in there. I'm gonna put that up there real quick before we leave, so that people have it, and we can also share that on the screen in our advertisement of the show. So you can be a guest on our show or advertise your business or event. And it'll be you can contact us through tbyrdlive.com// contact us, or simply call us at 609-484-9356, or visit our YouTube channel at the T.Byrd Center 4059. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change that to TByrd Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that phone
Not
number.
change it, but I'll get one.
How long we had that phone number?
We have had the 609-484-9356 phone number since 1990. Probably before that, because we opened our grocery store, if everybody remembers us back then. We had a grocery store across the street from Washington's Inn Bar. And
we had that number too.
We opened in 1990, but we had we probably got it in 1989. Because it took us about a year to renovate that building and get everything straight. That's another topic I want to talk about. I'm going to tell our little story so people can be motivated by it and say, well, Dad, if they could do it, we could do it. Or I could do it. Okay. So that's another thing. A lot of people don't know how we got started.
Yeah, we've been around for a minute.
Few people thought, we just got this minority grant and it just like came knocking at the door, came in the mail, and somebody said, knock, knock, here you go. They don't understand what it took to start the business, stay in business long enough to become recognized, and tell a story about how we actually got recognized. I was laying in bed one night looking at switching the channel, and I saw this show called Let's Talk Golf. I'm looking at that. I'm like, somebody really sits down and watches Let's Talk Golf? And so I checked it out, and they were like, it was like one of the highest rating shows on Salmon's Communications, which was a local community channel. Those who know
Salmon.
Yeah, Salmon's Communications. So
Comcast.
I had to send some vanilla down there to set the deal up for us. And we had to tell you that story when we finally went down there to sign the paperwork, and they found out
busted through the door.
We was chocolate. They was like, oh, but the contract was already drawn up. Turns out we became cool with the station. They loved us. Once they got past the flavor, they loved us, and we became the number one show. And we lasted till they left.
For a while.
They left. We was down there 3, 4, 5 years. Then we went to radio for about 3 or 4 years. So that guy that owned the TV station died. When he died, the kids sold it, and then the rates went crazy. So we had to get out of that. But we'll tell you all that as we go along. But right now, we need to sign on out, and hopefully you'll pass the word out that we're back. And you'll join us. See what's going on with Oh, I just got a text saying that the Luther documentary is on tonight. Luther Vandross. See, that's the kind of stuff. Thank you. Let me see who that was. Oh, that was CJ. She said, remember tonight is the Luther documentary on CNN. Starts at 8 o'clock. Sign off now. That's in 15 minutes. Yeah.
I got to get my popcorn ready.
So, see, this is the kind of stuff I want. Like, if somebody wants to text us real quick, we're going to give you that number as well when we go on live next week. And we're going to try to do something different.
Right. See, like, what it's all about is sharing a positive energy. You know what I mean? And being a team player.
Yeah. And
that's all it is.
We won't be all dressed up and decked out. We're going to be casual.
Decked out for what?
Yeah, because I don't feel like all that. I want to be authentic. So, all right, we're out. Let me play my little beautiful ending, as Rick says. That's what I like doing.
Play your theme music.
So I'm gonna play my theme music. We'll see you next week, 7 p.m. sharp. Thanks for joining us. If you hadn't joined us live, thanks for watching afterwards.